Hello there everyone, how you doing today? I hope you're all well. Today we're going into r/entitled people, where people are very much truly entitled. If you enjoy, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below and all that other stuff. Now let's take our coat off, take a book out full of our stories, and let's get started, shall we? Crazy entitled couple tries to run our delivery van off the road, then demands free catering. This happened sometime last year, but due to it being an open incident, I held off on sharing it until now. In late winter or early spring of last year, I got a call in from the delivery driver that someone had brake checked them on the main road into town and sped off. Luckily, it was after the delivery was completed, so nothing delicate was on board. I take down the plate, vehicle info, all the standard stuff for an incident of road rage. But before I can finish up the call, the brake checkers actually called into our main office. Before I can complete the standard spiel, they immediately cut me off screaming,
Hello,
Hello, you've reached insert name cater.
your asshole driver tried to run us off the road.
Now I know our driver. They're the least aggressive, most careful driver I have ever seen. They regularly deliver precarious items like wedding cakes without so much as disturbing them. If anything, they're too cautious, not running people off the road. Excuse me, sir, but I don't think our delivery van would have tried to run you off the road intentionally. Were you perhaps traveling in the vehicle's blind spot? There are warning signs on the delivery van to avoid lingering in blind spots when the driver signals. This is about as far as I get trying to be diplomatic.
Why are you defending this asshole? This is some minimum wage idiot that probably doesn't even belong in this country. Your driver tried to kill us and you're making excuses. This is outrageous.
Sir, ma'am, please calm down. I am just trying to get to the bottom of things.
Do you know who I am? I'll shut your whole operation down. You listen to me, little
Insert slur for mentally disabled people here.
You better be ready to give us some hefty compensation, or we'll take this to the police and we'll sue you. We have a party coming up, and if you'd agree to cater it for free, we might let this all go.
I have no doubt the look on my face when I heard that out of the woman's mouth must have been one of the most exasperated faces I have ever made. I just paused, trying to process this bizarre demand.
Hey, stupid, did you even hear what my wife was saying? Do you speak proper English?
It's at this point I've had enough. I'd put the pieces together as soon as they complained about road rage. Are you licensed, insert license number, Gold Door 4 crossover?
Are you the asshole
Insert racial slur.
driving that big stupid van?
No, but the driver called in about you having brake checked them before you called in.
We just tried to stop the driver because he was a danger to everyone on the road.
Uh-huh. Well, we will see what the facts are once the vehicle's camera footage is reviewed. Our delivery vehicle is equipped with 360-degree recording. Let me just pull that up.
Bullshit, there's no such thing.
Unlucky for him, it's similar to the 360-degree Tesla cam. Unfortunately, you can't pull it up for situational awareness while moving over 20 kilometers an hour. Thanks whatever safety bean counter thought that needed to be locked out. I pull up the footage from the first management software, then proceed to see the gold car in question. Not just travel in the blind spot, they were fully behind the vehicle, then sped up and tried to cut it off when the driver turned on the signal to change lanes. Sir, I can see clearly that your wife in the driver's seat sped up after the driver signaled, intent to change lanes, entering your vehicle's blind spot. Then, instead of slowing down when the vehicle started to change lanes, you kept trying to push up, until you were forced onto the shoulder.
No, that's not what happened.
Don't interrupt. I can then clearly see you zip into the left lane, overtake the van, merge in front without signaling at an unsafe distance, and then slam on the brakes. After reviewing this footage, I think it's a great idea to get the police involved. The entitled woman sputtering and coming up with something to say. And the entitled man is like, "Hang up the phone, Karen." They disconnected the call. I have a good laugh. Then made an online police report. I bet their insurance premiums will never ever be the same again. Family friend got an attitude with his dad for being late and picking it up. This post concerns a family friend who's a 24-year-old man with a wife and son. He's currently living in his parents' basement with his wife and son. He works at an airport that's 40 minutes from home, and he does have a driver's license, but it's not safe for him to drive on his own, as he has a tendency to fall asleep behind the wheel, and from what I've heard, this caused him to get into an accident. His dad and my mom are good friends, and his dad tells my mom about stuff going on at home. Basically, because it's unsafe for him to get behind the wheel, his dad drives him to and from work every day. Imagine a 40-minute drive, but add traffic. You're looking at about an hour drive. So basically one day it was raining and his dad was late in picking him up due to the traffic. This dude literally catches a whole attitude with his father like, "It's raining and I had to wait." And his dad's a nice man, so he didn't really argue. But he did vent to my mom about it, as it's probably frustrating for him doing his grown adult son a favor and him still getting an attitude. As someone who has experienced people relying on me for rides, I was upset on his dad's behalf, because his dad is really not obligated to give his adult son rides to and from work, as public transportation exists. There's literally a metro line directly to the airport he works at, and apps like Uber and Lyft also exist. I understand it can be frustrating for a ride to come late, but if the person giving you a ride is doing you a favor, just suck it up. As for waiting in the rain, he could have waited inside, as there's a huge international airport he works at. I'll be honest, I don't know if he offers his dad gas money, but if he doesn't, that just makes things worse. He's lucky his dad is willing to ride him to and from work every day, as most people his age have parents who would refuse to do that, since it's not their obligation if their child is a grown adult. He's also lucky his dad hasn't told him to find his own transportation, after he got an attitude with his dad over running late. I know this situation doesn't directly affect me in any way, but it's just upsetting seeing this sort of ungratefulness and entitlement from a grown man who's married with a child. And if I experienced the attitude he gave his dad from anyone who relied on me for a ride, I'd stop giving them rides. That is rude. Mad respect to the dad for the patience he has. Does he have narcolepsy? Why does he fall asleep while driving? Entitled, nonetheless. For our first story, we've got something that's a little short, but very fitting for what's going on currently. Crazy lady thought she owned a voting location. So today, me and my husband went to vote for the presidential election. On our way in, however, there was this young woman, maybe around 21 years or so, who blocked the entrance. We saw it as we pulled in and were heading to the entrance. She stopped us. My husband asked why, and she said,
"No one could get in until her boyfriend came with her, since they deserve to vote more than anyone."
"Excuse me?" We tried to get in, but she wouldn't let us. It was bad to the point she made threatening gestures at us. Thankfully, the staff in the building caught on and told the woman to leave or they called the cops. While she started screaming at the staff, me and my husband went in to vote. After we came out, the woman was leaving. Thank God. The official in Pennsylvania, I think, who held a press conference and said FAFO. He actually said that. My hero. That's what bike space is for. I use the public transport twice a day for my 2-hour each way commute to and from work. 2 buses and a train each way. I'm also a bigger guy. 186 centimeters, 100 kilograms with broad shoulders. Think rugby player type build. My train journey is a minimum of 30 minutes, but it's usually closer to 40. And keeping my build in mind, I always try to find a seat where it's impossible to have someone sitting next to me. Today I found myself in a single seat by bag between my feet, next to the window with a single seat facing directly towards me and the bike stroller area to my left. A guy is sitting at one end of the bike area with his scooter in front of him, and a couple of girls are sitting at the other end, playing with their phones and chatting away. At the next stop, more people get in, and a lady appears with her bike. But unfortunately, neither the guy or the girls make space for this lady to put her bike in the designated area. This lady decides to use my arm to rest her bike on, to stop it from falling, blocking the passageway, and proceeds to squeeze into the seat directly in front of me. It's a tight fit, but hey, if that's the choice the lady wants to make, then so be it. We all sit there, her legs pressed to her against mine, her bike resting on my arm, and after a minute my attention is caught with,
Excuse me.
which makes me look up from my phone to find the lady staring daggers at me,
I need space for my feet.
pointing down towards my feet and bag. I look at her, look down over the bike space and then back to her, trying to give her the hint like, lady, I was here first, and there is the designated space for you and your bike. Again,
Excuse me.
I sigh and just get up, causing her to grab her bike to stop it from falling over, and in a very sarcastically sweet tone tell her, please, I have the entire space. You obviously need it more than me. Shoot a disgruntled look at the guy with the scooter and the girls and go stand by the doors. The kicker? The woman only rode the train for 2 stops, approximately 10 minutes. And once she got out, I returned to the seat I had been occupying before the lady got in. Happy Wednesday, y'all! Thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the stories I had for you. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and check out my Entitled People Story playlist, or the Creepypasta playlist. That exists too if you want something a bit more spooky. Now I will see you all next time. Hasta la pasta.